What is going on, guys? Got a visitor. He come to my rescue.
What's up, guys?
This is Billy from Gem City Welding. If you don't already know, now you know. Go check out his channel. He's kind of like me, does a lot of lowrider videos. As I said, he come to the rescue. We got a pimp down again, and it's been a weekend. My Lord and Savior here to help me out. So we're gonna start diagnosing this thing. Me and my wife are cruising down the road here. Terrible roads in Louisville. Louisville. I can't say it. Terrible. He's been my coach, my speech therapist. Yeah, we were cruising down the road. We had an issue prior this morning. Went and checked out a graveyard.
Okay.
All right. Went and checked out the graveyard of the late great Colonel Sanders. That was kind of cool. Had an issue, car leaking coolant. Not good. Went and fixed that. Just a hose broke. Luckily, it wasn't nothing with the water pump. You know, I seen it. I was like, oh, my work. But it wasn't. It was a different hose. We got it fixed. Cruised for about an hour. Went back to the graveyard because we were still looking for that grave, actually. And I found it. Did good. We're heading back to the house. You know, we ran it up here, and car just shut off randomly. LT1 problems, man. I knew they'd catch up with me. They never had before. As you guys know, I beat this car. Today we're dealing with it. So here's what we're dealing with. You know, our little water leak was right up there, as you can see. It just goes through the thermostat. Really heats that up. I don't believe you need it. And like I said, we drove the car for an hour, had no heating issues. It worked good. But yeah, now we're getting no spark. So either going to be ignition coil, control module, which is kind of what I'm thinking. Very well could be the distributor. I'm hoping it's not. I'm not against doing a distributor in the parking lot of our rental place. I don't want to, but I'm hoping that's not it. But once again, probably is. I did spray some brake cleaner down there earlier. It started up. It run like another 20 feet and parked us where we're at now. We've been gone for probably about an hour or so, and it still won't start. So we're gonna throw a coil. We're gonna throw an ignition control module on it first, throw a coil at it, see what she does. So we're getting in our ignition control module. Pretty sure it's a 5.5 millimeter, which I don't have. Race car. So I'm also pretty sure this grounds through the body. So we're gonna rig up some jumper cables on this as a ground. Go over there to our battery and hit it and see what it does. Maybe it'll fire up. That'll at least tell us, hey, you know, hopefully this is the wrong part. If it fires up, I'll be happy. Because as of right now, it's not doing anything. All right, we got our, check it out, cameraman, how cool is that? We got our ignition control module grounded out. We got it hooked up to the battery over there. We're gonna test fire it and see what it does. Hopefully it'll bust off. If so, that'll lead us in the right direction. We'll kind of figure out what we need to do as far as a 5.5. Come on, baby. All right, we threw a jump pack on there. We got some low voltage issues. I don't think that's a problem, but we're gonna try it just in case. I won't be mad at you if you fire right up. Ain't doing it. Well, we decided to throw in the towel. I sent Billy on his way. He was down to help out, but I don't want to hold him up no more. Gracious dude, appreciate you helping me out. We're gonna tilt this thing back. Luckily, the trailer has a winch, it does work. So we're about to rake it back up on here, head out. So our breakdown actually turned into a kind of a blessing in disguise. If you know that car, you know where I am. This is freaking crazy. Huge shout out, thank you to Brent, Pitbull Hydraulics, letting me come in here and use his shop. Literally short-term notice, met him last night. He had a big party for a lowrider show. Everyone come, we all got to hang out. It was super, super awesome. Huge thank you again, Brent, for letting me work on this thing and try and get it out to the show. All right, we got the water pump torn down. You guys will have to refer to my other video for that because I deleted that on my computer. We got our bolts out of our pulley. I have my center crank bolt still in the crank. You don't have to remove the bracket that this bolts to, but you do have to remove the Helmont balancer. It's being stubborn, which yours probably will be. So I just got a regular old 350 Helmont balancer puller, threaded in there. We're gonna bump it off. I almost had it by hand. I had to go get a Helmont balancer puller. So we're gonna pop this off and that'll give us access to our distributor. All right, we got our pulley puller on. We're gonna try and pull this thing off. It should come pretty easily, but since I'm recording, things never like to go easy, so prepare for the worst. we are down to our distributor. I'm gonna number each wire. That way I got my firing order correct. I got some old ones from when I was in here before, but I think I'm gonna try and still kind of tag it, take some pictures. That way I'm not worrying about trying to remember what the firing order is. All right, on your distributor, you should have 3 10mm bolts, I believe, that hold it on. One's there, one is there. You guys can tell me if one's down there. Should be one somewhere. Right there. And that's what should hold that distributor in place. As far as your electrical connections, you got your coil wire, you got your signal wire, I guess is the best way I could put it. And then you just got your spark plug wires themselves. And there is also a vent tube right here at the bottom. The good ones apparently have 2 vent tubes. The one I got did not. Probably be back in here later on. That right there is the plug that goes into the distributor. And I think we found our problem. It's hard to see it, but the hose that was leaking was actually right there. It was a 90. It was squirting right out here and shooting down. So it's pretty much filling up that right there. When I pulled this plug, as you can see, the seal is loose, which is, you know, bad. So obviously water is getting in there. And we got our 3 bolts out. We're gonna pull that out of the way so I don't lose it. Hopefully this thing will just pop right off. There we go. That's what they're looking like. That's what the back of it is. There's our vacuum hose. You can see we got a lot of water, oil. Not the best situation. I really should replace that seal while I'm here, but we are in a hurry. This one does have 2 vents. We're gonna let that drain out because I was pouring brake clean in there trying to drain it out or dry it out. Alright, we got this pre-lubed up. There is a seal right there. As I said, I should change it, but I'm in a hurry. I got some O-rings there, put some WD-40. Should use probably motor oil. Once again, in a hurry. We're gonna hook our vent lines up, pop it in. Your pin should go to that one if I remember correctly. If not, I will be back in here again as soon as I fire it up. I also put some RTV on there to help prevent a future problem that we had. Alright, we got everything wired up. We're about to do a test fire and see what she does. Alright, say a prayer. Come on, baby. That's a good sound. Now if it runs like we put all that together. And drives. It ran just a little bit, but it shut off. That's a better start than what we had. Alright, one thing I didn't notice before, there's a point on there. There's also a point on there. There are some other points, but this one goes all the way down the snout. So I'm pretty sure those need to be lined up. Like I said, I may have had it off before. I don't know if it'll bolt up, but I never paid attention to it before. Pretty sure that's how it goes. I could be wrong, but that's the way it looks like it goes. Alright, we got it all put together. We did pour some coolant in it. I'm going to let it sit for a second for the RTV to dry up, and then we're going to run it a little bit. That's pretty much a wrap. I didn't really film a whole lot of putting it back together. It is literally opposite of removal. And like I said, I'm in quite a hurry. We're going to let it dry up and see what she does.